Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at the top 10 long-distance motorcycles so good you'll forget to stop. Number 10. Kawasaki Versys 650. The Kawasaki Versys 650 is built to look ready for long roads. Its tall stance, slim fairing, and upright frame make it feel made for open highways. The windscreen sits high enough to cut pressure from your chest, and the sharp front end gives it a clean touring look without going over the top. The seat shape is wide and the riding posture feels natural, which matters when you are sitting on the bike for hours. Under the exterior sits the 649cc engine that gives the bike its strong mix of power and calm manners. The parallel twin pulls smooth from low RPM, which helps when climbing hills or passing slower traffic. Comfort plays a big role in why the Versys 650 works so well. The suspension absorbs rough pavement in a steady way, so your back and arms stay relaxed even after hours of riding. The chassis stays stable during high-speed runs, and the braking setup brings the bike to a stop with a safe, firm feel. For the wallet, the Versys 650 remains one of the smartest choices. You can get one for around $8,900, which is low for a bike that can handle long touring miles without asking for high upkeep costs. If you want a bike that looks ready for distance, runs smooth for hours, and keeps your dollar safe, the Kawasaki Versys 650 is made for that kind of road life. Number 9. BMW R1250 RT. The BMW R1250 RT carries a clean and refined look that suits long miles on roads. Its fairing is wide enough to block wind without feeling bulky, and the front profile has a steady, calm shape that keeps the bike planted at highway speeds. The seating area is broad, the angle of the bars keeps your shoulders relaxed, and the body lines flow in a way that gives the bike a smooth touring presence. At the center is the 1250cc boxer engine that gives the RT its clear strength. It pulls with steady torque from low RPM, which makes passing traffic feel easy and controlled. The boxer layout keeps vibrations low, and the power delivery stays smooth even when you hold highway speeds for long stretches. Ride comfort is where the RT stands out most. The suspension adjusts itself in real time, so rough pavement feels calmer than expected. The seat keeps pressure off your lower back, and the wind protection reduces fatigue during long hours on open highways. The braking setup is strong and controlled, giving you a steady stop even with luggage on both sides. The handling feels lighter than you expect for a big touring bike, which helps in city traffic and tight turns. The price sits around $22,000, and while it is not cheap, the comfort, range, and long life justify the spend. If you want a touring bike that feels calm, strong, and ready for weeks on the road, the BMW R1250 RT fits that need with ease. Number 8. Royal Enfield Himalayan. The Royal Enfield Himalayan has a simple, tough exterior that fits long roads and rough backcountry routes without looking flashy. Its tall stance, round headlight, wide bars, and slim tank give it a calm and steady look. The windscreen sits high enough to cut wind pressure, and the seat is shaped to keep your hips in a relaxed angle for long days on the highway. The engine is a single-cylinder 411cc unit that focuses on smooth travel instead of speed. It gives steady pull at low RPM, which helps when climbing grades, rolling through small towns, or riding rough stretches of road. Ride comfort stays front and center with the Himalayan. The suspension has long travel, which softens bumps and broken pavement in a steady way. The seat has a straight layout that keeps your back from tightening up during long runs. The price is one of its strongest selling points. You can bring one home for around $5,700, which is low for a bike that can handle long-distance rides with simple upkeep. If you want a bike that stays calm, steady, and ready for long rides without straining your dollar, the Royal Enfield Himalayan fits that need well. Number 7. Yamaha Tracer 9GT. The Yamaha Tracer 9GT has a sharp and purposeful exterior that feels ready for long rides right from the start. Its front fairing is wide, with angular lines that give the bike a forward-moving presence even when parked. The windscreen adjusts easily, letting riders control how much breeze hits them. The seat is sculpted for hours of comfort, and the handlebar sits at a relaxed angle that keeps your arms from tiring. Powering the Tracer 9 GT is the 850cc inline-3 engine, which delivers smooth torque across a wide RPM range. It pulls easily in city traffic and climbs hills without fuss, yet it has enough punch to cruise at highway speeds without strain. Comfort and handling are key for this GT model. The suspension is fully adjustable, absorbing bumps and uneven pavement with ease. The chassis remains steady when cornering at speed or when carrying luggage, while the braking system gives precise stopping power with minimal effort. The riding position, combined with wind protection, reduces fatigue over long days on the road, making it easier to cover more miles in a single stretch. The price is attractive considering what the Tracer 9 GT offers, sitting around $12,300. For riders looking for a touring bike that balances performance, comfort, and practicality while keeping costs reasonable, the Yamaha Tracer 9 GT is a strong option. Number 6. Honda Africa Twin. The Honda Africa Twin carries a tall and strong exterior that feels built for long roads and rough stretches without looking heavy. The front fairing has a clean shape that guides wind around your shoulders, and the stance gives you a clear view ahead. The LED headlight layout adds a sharp visual touch without trying too hard. The seat is long and roomy, which helps when you need to stay in one spot for hours. The engine is a 1087cc parallel twin that focuses on steady power instead of sudden bursts. It pulls smooth at low RPM, which helps when climbing slopes or rolling through slow traffic. At higher speeds it stays calm, letting you hold long highway sections without noise or strain. The motor has a solid record for lasting many miles, which helps riders who spend long days on the bike. Ride comfort is one of the strong points of the Africa Twin. The suspension has long travel, helping it soak up cracks, dips, and broken pavement with little shock to your back. The price lands around $15,000, which makes sense for a bike that can handle long roads with simple upkeep. If you want a machine that stays steady, smooth, and ready for long routes without fuss, the Honda Africa Twin fits that plan with ease. Number 5. Suzuki V-Strom 1050DE. The Suzuki V-Strom 1050DE carries a tall and rugged exterior that feels ready for long runs and rough ground in equal measure. The front beak, wide fairing, and upright stance give it a steady look that stays calm at high speeds. Under the exterior sits the 1050cc V-Twin, a motor known for smooth power delivery. It pulls strong from low RPM, letting you climb steep grades or pass slow traffic with little effort. At highway pace, the engine settles into a calm rhythm that makes long stretches feel easier. Comfort and control are key strengths of the V-Strom 1050DE. The long travel suspension softens broken pavement and gravel sections, keeping the ride smooth even when the road gets rough. The wide handlebar helps with steady steering, and the riding posture stays upright and relaxed for hour after hour. The price sits around $15,100, which is a solid deal for a bike built to cover long distances with dependable performance. If you want a machine that blends comfort, control, and long-range ability without pushing your budget too high, the Suzuki V-Strom 1050DE fits the role with confidence. Number 4. Kawasaki Vulcan 900. The Kawasaki Vulcan 900 has a classic cruiser look with long lines, a low seat, and a stretched stance that gives it a calm road presence. The wide front fender, teardrop tank, and clean chrome touches help it stand out without trying too hard. The seat height is low enough to keep you grounded at stops, and the swept-back handlebar sets your arms in a relaxed angle. The overall shape feels steady when loaded with travel bags, and the wind hits your chest in a smooth, controlled way thanks to the bike's balanced front profile. Power comes from an 803cc V-twin that focuses on smooth pull instead of sharp bursts. The engine brings in strong low-end torque that helps when rolling past slow traffic or climbing long grades. It stays calm at highway speeds, giving a steady hum that does not wear you out. Comfort plays a big role on the Vulcan 900. The seat is shaped to support your lower back, and the foot controls sit forward enough to stretch your legs without strain. The suspension softens bumps and dips in a smooth way, helping the bike stay planted on uneven pavement. The chassis feels balanced in slow turns and stays predictable at higher speeds, which gives you confidence when carrying luggage. The price sits around $9,500, making it a strong deal for a mid-size cruiser built to handle long miles without heavy upkeep. If you want a cruiser that looks classic, runs smooth for hours, and keeps your spending under control, the Kawasaki Vulcan 900 fits that need with ease. Number 3. BMW R1250 GS Adventure. The BMW R1250 GS Adventure has a tall and commanding exterior that feels ready for long road days and rough land in the same breath. Its wide front fairing, large tank, and broad windscreen give it a confident look without feeling bulky. The windscreen adjusts easily to control airflow, and the LED lights sit cleanly in the front face, giving strong visibility in low light. The engine is the well-known 1250cc boxer twin that delivers steady torque from low RPM. It pulls strong when climbing steep grades or passing slow traffic, yet stays calm at high cruising speeds. Comfort sits at the center of what makes the GS Adventure so reliable for distance. The suspension adjusts itself while you ride, softening rough pavement and keeping the bike level under changing loads. The price sits around $22,000, which is expected for a machine built to handle long distances with steady durability. If you want a large touring machine that stays sure-footed, smooth, and ready for nearly any route, the BMW R1250 GS Adventure delivers that feel with confidence. Number 2. Honda Goldwing. The Honda Goldwing has a smooth and commanding exterior that feels built for long hours on the road. Its wide fairing wraps around the front to guide wind away from your chest, and the sculpted body lines give it a calm, settled look. The seat is large and shaped to support both rider and passenger without strain, and the side cases blend neatly into the body, so the bike keeps a balanced shape even when fully packed. Inside sits a 1833cc flat-six engine, known for smooth pull and quiet running. It delivers torque in a steady wave rather than a sharp hit, which helps when passing traffic or climbing long grades. The motor stays calm at highway pace with very little vibration, letting you ride for hours without fatigue. Comfort is one of the strongest parts of the Goldwing. The suspension softens bumps with a gentle, controlled feel, and the chassis stays planted at high speeds or through broad curves. The seat support is excellent, helping your lower back stay relaxed over long stretches. The braking setup is strong but smooth, giving controlled stops even when the bike is loaded. The price sits around $24,000, which matches what the Goldwing delivers in long-distance comfort and long life. If you want a touring machine that keeps the ride calm, steady, and comfortable for hours at a time, the Honda Goldwing stands as one of the strongest options for covering long miles with ease. Number 1. Harley-Davidson Road Glide. The Harley-Davidson Road Glide has a bold and steady exterior that feels made for long pavement days. Its shark nose fairing sits fixed to the frame, giving the bike a solid face that cuts wind in a smooth line. The wide front gives strong coverage, the LED setup adds clear lighting, and the stretch saddlebags blend cleanly into the rear shape. The engine is the Milwaukee 8117, a V-twin that brings strong torque right from the bottom. It pulls with steady strength through the whole rev range, making it easy to pass traffic or climb long grades without strain. At cruising speed, the motor settles into a low, steady pulse that feels smooth for a big twin. Heat control has improved over the years, letting the engine stay comfortable during long stretches. Ride comfort is one of the biggest reasons riders pick the Road Glide for long trips. The suspension gives a soft, controlled feel over cracked pavement, and the frame-mounted fairing keeps wind pressure off your arms, helping reduce fatigue on long days. The price sits around $29,500, placing it in the premium touring class, but the build quality, comfort, and long life make the spend reasonable for riders who cover serious miles. If you want a long-distance machine that stays steady, smooth, and comfortable mile after mile, the Harley-Davidson Road Glide fits that need with confidence. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.